birthday. Good morning and welcome to the show. Welcome to today's quest. We're live on Today95.1 FM. It's Friday, August 29, 2025. Time check in our studios, 6:26 a.m. Well, Kelly Kimejima is my name. We're together till almost 11:30 a.m. on our breakfast special. All right, doing a lot of awesome things. So first up would be our breakfast starter with sports. Sports Attack would race from 6:30 a.m. through to 6:55 a.m. The team is already standing by. And then from 6:55 we'll exit for a sponsored religious program, Living with Purpose. It will take us till 7 a.m. 7 a.m. pay some bills, or 7 a.m. we'll go for the world news, our first flagship. And after the news at 7, we'll pay some bills. And it's a Friday, so we'll be looking at some of the national stories that have hit us this week. We'll limit it to just 5, so we could look at them quickly and hopefully take reactions from you. We'll do that till almost 8, and then from 8, we expect Funky 4 to be here for humor, an extra bit of humor with the Funky 4 team. 8 till 10, that would happen this morning. 9 a.m. news update, and second update at 10, and after the news update at 10, we'll be looking at what the papers have for us today on the newspaper review segment. That will be our final stop on this Friday special. One more time, welcome to the show. Yours truly, Kelly Ikemejima is my name. It's Today 95.1 FM.
Talk radio.
I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
On this day in history. On this day in history. On this day in history.
Today in history, 29th August. In 1831, Michael Faraday discovered electromagnetic induction, demonstrating that a changing magnetic field can induce a voltage in a conductor, which led to the creation of electric generators and transformers. In 1859, Edwin Laurentine Drake struck oil in Tutusville, Pennsylvania, drilling the first productive oil well in the United States. In 1907, the Quebec Bridge collapsed during construction, killing 75 workers. In 1912, a typhoon struck China, killing at least 50,000 people. And in 2008, Barack Obama became the first African American to be nominated for president by a major party, eventually winning the office in the November election.
On this day in history. On this day in history. On this day in history.
Forget you, any mom, any sister, any job, any broke down car, and the things you call art. Forget you, any friends that I'll never see again. Everybody but your dog, you can all get lost. I swear I meant to mean the best.
when Eric Ten Hag that was backing the man in a new deal, only to sack him soon after. And also Newcastle and Liverpool. Newcastle are closing in on the Nuke Voltemades deal. So does this open the door for Alexander Isak to finally make his move to Liverpool? And if so, do you see the deal being wrapped up before the transfer window closes? And we saw at the Champions League draws yesterday, Chelsea caught Barcelona and Bayern Munich. Do you think they have a stand a chance of qualifying this season? They are back in the Champions League, and those are the questions I've got for you this morning on Sports Attack, or you can call it Sports for Breakfast on Today 95.1 FM. My name is Overboard. You can call me the Sports Chef, and I've got sweet and a savory sports news for you on the menu this afternoon. So we'll be right back after this short timeout, and where we do Sports Attack continues on Today 95.1, or Sports Attack starts on Today 95.1 FM.
For the latest and trending sports stories, always listen to Sports Attack on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. My name is Adekuri Odwan, Nigerian first ever world silver medalist in wrestling.
We start off at the National Youth Games. At the 9th National Youth Games in Asaba, Delta State, a 129-member contingent of athletes and officials from Niger State is finalizing preparations with hopes of winning medals. Speaking in an interview, the chairman of Niger State Commission, Abdullahi Musa, expressed confidence in their performance.
We went for the eliminations in Ilorin with 6 events, and we came out victorious in 5 events. In handball, cricket, basketball, male and female, volleyball, male and female, and hockey. So that is to show you how prepared we are to see that we come out victorious in so much in other events like athletics, wrestling, judo, taekwondo, and so on and so forth. One good thing about us, we have a good reputation in sports at all times we go out. And I want them to maintain that standard. They should remember that their integrity and that of their family is at stake. They should play to the rules of the game. Fair play is part of the game. If you lose today, it does not mean you cannot win tomorrow. And I believe they are going to win this time around.
Let's leave in that now. The International Olympic Committee, the IOC, has emphasized that recognition and participation of Wushu Kung Fu will be crucial in determining its future as an official Olympic sport, with preparations ongoing for the Dhaka 2026 Youth Games. Now in Nigeria, Zoo Arts Troop Nigeria, in collaboration with Nigerian Wushu Kung Fu Federation, hosted the Maiden Wushu National Championship at the National Stadium in Lagos, with over 50 athletes competing across different categories. Edo State secured a double victory as Kelly Long won the men's senior demonstration, while Joshua and McCoy claimed the men's senior Nando demonstration. Organizers confirmed the winners from the event will represent Nigeria at the Dakar Games in Senegal. Speaking was Consul General of the Republic of China in Lagos, Yan Yunquin, highlighted the importance of Wushu to Nigerian youths. Let's take a listen to Yan Yunquin on Sports Attack.
Today's event looks like Olympic Games, because you know that this game also, yes, since 2008, Beijing Olympic Games, it been the official program, yes. So I'm so glad that I can see so many Nigerian people, especially young people, they love Kung Fu, love Wushu. But even I'm satisfied that they know the spirit of Wushu. They know that it's not for war, for conflict, for violence, but for the health, of course. But also you can, through training Wushu, to make friends. Yes, not only in Nigeria, but in China, in all over the world.
And from there, we head to the racetrack for Formula One as George Russell, whose contract with Mercedes, his current contract with Mercedes runs through the end of 2025 season, revealed that he deliberately delayed contract extension talks over the Formula One summer break, seeking time to reflect and ensure that any new agreement would be solid and thoughtfully aligned.
Well, I definitely wanted to take the summer to really think about my future, because it's obviously important for everybody when you're discussing the coming years. The truth is, I just want to win, and I want to win with Mercedes. It's positively moving in the right direction, but there's no time pressure from my side, no major time pressure from the team side, so I just want to ensure it's done right and not done quickly.
Still on Formula One, Lando Norris says he's ready to go for what he expects to be a long, tricky, challenging second part of the season as Formula One resumes with the George Grand Prix this season. The Britain chose McLaren teammate Oscar Piastri by 9 points despite winning 3 of the past 4 races. Dismissing talk of momentum, Norris admitted errors had cost him points and also acknowledged that luck had played a part, citing Piastri's losing potential wins at Silverstone and Hungary.
It's tricky, but it's certainly not impossible, I think. Like I work so closely with him that it kind of naturally, let's say, I was inclined to be good friends. But I also want that. I want to get along with the people that I work with. I want to have a laugh and enjoy as many moments as I can. But it's very difficult to have a combination of knowing you deep down you really, really want to beat that person more than anything, but also have a very good work friendship relationship.
Meanwhile, Piastri insisted he doesn't feel hard done by what he's done despite setbacks. Confident in his performance, the Australian emphasized that both he and Norris will continue to be given freedom to race each other with different strategies as McLaren maintains its open competition approach. Elsewhere, 4-time world champion Max Verstappen says he's relaxed about losing his crown this season.
When you're in that winning phase, you know that there will be a time that, it won't happen. But it doesn't make sense for me to be frustrated or, be screaming about it because it's just a waste of energy and that's not what I'm doing. I think we just need to look at, the car and the operation and how we can move forward from that in the future and be better. And that's, I think, what we are doing currently.
And from Formula 1, we head over to tennis, and Wimbledon champion Iga Swiatek battled through a tough 3-set match to reach the US Open third round, defeating world number 66 Susan Lam and 6-1, 4-6, 6-4 on the Arthur Ashe Stadium. The second seed looked dominant early, racing through the first set, but the level dropped in the second, allowing Lamens a way back into the contest. After the match, Iga Swiatek admitted her performance was below par.
Well, yeah, for sure, I felt like it kind of depended on me and if I'm going to make mistakes or not, and sometimes I did. Probably got a little tight in the second set, and she for sure, used the opportunity and was using her chances. So, yeah, not easy, but obviously third set is a reset. You got to start from the beginning, and I knew I can do a little bit more.
Elsewhere, Naomi Osaka reached the third round of the 2025 US Open with a commanding 6-3, 6-1 victory over Hailey Baptiste, showcasing a refined, measured style of play that emphasized impact over volume. Despite swelling wins, the 4-time Grand Slam champion remained composed throughout the 7-minute match, deployed controlled aggression and striking decisively only when it mattered most. In the men's side, defending champion and world number 1 Yannick Sinner is into the third round of the US Open with a clinical 6-3, 6-2, 6-2 victory over Australia's Alexei Popyrin. The 24-year-old Italian broke early in each set and sealed the win in just over 2 hours on the Arthur Ashe Stadium, extending his win streak to 23 straight matches at hard-court Grand Slams. A run that includes his 2023 US Open triumph and back-to-back Australian Open titles. He will next face Canada's 27th seed Denis Shapovalov. Let's take a listen to Yannick Sinner on Sports Attack.
No, obviously I try to play the best tennis I can. The first round match is always different than further you go on. So I'm very happy that I managed to couple those matches as good as I could. Obviously, when you are up 2 sets and a break, you try to serve as best as I can. Today, felt like we both didn't serve great, but I was returning very well, especially in the second serve. So I'm very happy about today. Obviously, I'm aiming to improve the serve, but honestly, the rest I feel quite comfortable.
Elsewhere, 15th seed Andrei Rublev battled past American Tristan Boya 6-3, 6-3, 5-6. They went 7-6 and went for a tiebreak 7-4 to book a third round clash with Hong Kong's Coleman Wong, who became the first man from his nation to win a Grand Slam singles match in the Open era. And with that, that comes to the end of the sports. We head over to talk football on the Sports Attack.
I beat the unbeatable Barcelona with Real Madrid, breaking all records on the way. I won with United the only title missing from trophy cabinet. I fill the hearts of the Romans with joy after winning their first European title. I am relentless, I am ambition, I am a winner. I am José Mourinho.
Yes, now we're heading over to football, but before I do that, let me throw open the phone lines and bring you guys in to join on the conversation or join in the topics about to be discussed. What's really going on or what's really going wrong at United? Is Amorim cracking under the pressure, or are the problems deeper than just the manager? And do you think the owners are about to repeat the same mistake they made with Erik ten Hag? That was where they gave the man a new contract, saying they're backing him only just to sack him soon after. Should Amorim be sacked early on, or should they continue backing the man into next season for the long-term project? And Newcastle and Liverpool. Newcastle closing in on the Nick Voltemade. Does this open the door for Alexander Isak to finally make his move to Liverpool? And if he does, do you see the deal being wrapped up before the transfer window slams shut? And Chelsea, we got Barcelona and Bayern Munich in the Champions League draws. Do they stand a chance of qualifying? Is 08109510951. Those are the phone lines. That is the phone line to call Sports Attack this morning. 08109510951. Alright, we'll go on a short break, pay some bills, and when we come back, Sports Attack continues on Today 95.1 FM.
MTN go dash you 3 extra minutes. Fiam to enter MTN Beta Gist. Dial *123 *2 *1 hash or text BG to 312. T and C's apply.
95.1 FM, voice of the people.
And we're back.
Yes, we are back. It's the Sports Attack on Today 95.1 FM. I've read out the questions. Let's take some few calls, and when we take some few calls, and then we head over to continue the story. 08109510951. Hello, colleague. Good morning to you.
Hello, your Alice. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Give us your thoughts.
This is Mr. Mike.
All right, Mike. Give us your thoughts. Yeah.
Talking of my club based in Barcelona. I think this is what even the player want when they are telling them. They say they want to play Barcelona, but it will be an away match. But fortunately, we are meeting him at home. And meeting Bayern Munich and Barcelona is not anything to Chelsea. So I think we are good to go. We are the world champions, so we should be scared of. We should not be scared with anything that comes our way. So thank you. Talking of Ghana and Amorim, for the club to back him up. They know what they want, so and they should back them up, so they can send them to relegation. It will be our joy.
All right, Mike. All right, thank you. Hello, colleague. Good morning to you, and welcome to Sports Attack.
Good morning, Ovia.
Yes, this is. All right, give us your thoughts.
Man U and Amorim backing Amorim, and they should continue backing him. I think they should not step down on backing him, so that they will carry them to the relegation.
All right.
They should back him. And then for Chelsea, see them in the complaint. Them in the shop, they make money. We want jam Barcelona. We want jam these people. Thank God, they don't jam Barcelona. They don't jam Bayern. Not to see how the player go this season. Yes. And Liverpool and Isak be Newcastle. If Newcastle go sign Isak, make them sell him. If they don't want to sell him, even though they sign the player, make them leave him. Isak go still sit down for their bench. Next season, he go still come up for that thing.
All right. All right. Thank you. Hello, colleague. Good morning to you. Welcome to Sports Attack.
Yeah, good morning, my brother.
Yeah, your name and give us your thoughts.
My name is Collins. I'm calling from. Well, let me just speak on this show of Chelsea playing Barcelona and Bayern Munich. I think we are good to go. There is no panic. But if it happens that we couldn't get it right. Well, that is football for you. On the issue of Man United, these players, they are new players. If you ask me, they brought in so many new players last season, and this season they have there is new players there as well. So if you ask me, I think we need to give this Amorim time. Football is not magic. It's only a magician that when it's hard, then he now apply magic. But football is not like that. Give him time. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you for that. I would have loved to drag on that conversation, but we don't have much time. And let's head over to the stories once again. Rivers United has announced its first home fixture in the 2025-2026 Nigeria Premier Football League season. Will be completely free of charge. Scheduled for Sunday, August 1st, 2025. The match will take place at the Adoki Amensemaka Stadium in Port Harcourt. We kick off set for 4 p.m. This exciting match will see Rivers United face off against Kwara United as the club extends a warm invitation to fans, families, and football lovers to fill the stands and support the team. And elsewhere, South Africa head coach Hugo Broos has publicly admitted the significant oversight after fielding midfielder Teboho Mokoena, who was suspended due to accumulated yellow cards in the recent 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifying match for Bafana. Speaking at a media briefing, Bruce stressed that neither his technical team nor their opponents Lesotho were aware of suspension, noting or quoting him. He said, if the decision is that we will lose 3 points, then okay, we'll lose the 3 points. But we didn't know Mokoena was suspended and Lesotho didn't know either. Bruce went on to argue that there had been no formal complaint lodged. Quoting him, he said, what is Nigeria doing now? There was no complaint. Why should we start doubting, being worried or afraid? We got a good result in Nigeria and we won in Benin. If it's like that, we'll fight on the pitch. South Africa currently lead Group C with 13 points, while Nigeria lie 14th with 7 points, making the qualifier look closing stage a particularly high stakes. For the fixtures for the MPFL this weekend, tomorrow we'll see Benden Insurance taking on Shooting Stars by 4 p.m. On Sunday, it's going to be Nassau United against Abia Warriors, Baisa United against Barao FC, Plateau United against Kasna United, Imba against Niger Tornadoes, Kano Pillars against Vicky Torres, Warrior Wolves against Enugu Rangers, Rivers United against Kwara United, Ikorodu City against Economy Warriors, and on Monday it's going to be Kun Califat against Remo Stars. All match time is by 4 p.m. Heading over to foreign news, Newcastle United are closing in on Stuttgart striker Nick Woltemade in what could have a huge impact on Liverpool's pursuit of Alexander Isak. The 23-year-old Germany international is heading to Tyneside for a medical after a deal was struck with the Bundesliga side. The fee is expected to be a club record, surpassing the £63 million Newcastle spent on Isak 3 years ago. Isak remains determined to join Liverpool, who had a £110 million bid rejected last month. Newcastle previously insisted they would only consider a sale if they secured 2 quality strikers and received an offer worth debating. And over in England, Manchester United head coach Ruben Amorim still retains the support of the club's ownership despite Wednesday's shock Carabao Cup exit to League 2 side Grimsby. United were outplayed for much of the time before forcing a penalty shootout where they eventually lost, marking the club's first defeat to fourth-tier opposition in their club's history. Club officials insist they remain committed to Amorim's long-term project and want to avoid repeating last season's mistake of backing Erik ten Hag heavily in the transfer market before sacking him in October. In the Champions League draws, Liverpool and Manchester City will face 15-time world champions or 15-time Champions League winners, Real Madrid in the Champions League phase, with Liverpool also meeting Atletico Madrid, Inter Milan, while Manchester City take on Napoli and Borussia Dortmund. Napoli visit Etihad in expected to feature Kevin De Bruyne's return. Chelsea have been drawn against Barcelona, Bayern Munich and former player David Luiz Pafos, while Arsenal face Bayern and Inter. Tottenham, who qualified by winning the Europa League, will play holders Paris Saint-Germain, Dortmund and Monaco. Newcastle will face Paris Saint-Germain, with Barcelona set for a trip to St. James Park. All right, let's take a look at the fixtures in the top 5 leagues this weekend. On Friday, which is today, in Serie A, it's going to be Cremonese against Sassuolo. Lecce will be taking on AC Milan. And the Spanish La Liga, Elche will be taking on Levante. Valencia will be taking on Getafe. In the Bundesliga, Hamburg will welcome St. Pauli. In the French Ligue 1, RC Lens will be taking on Stade Brestois. On Saturday in the Premier League, it will be Chelsea against Fulham. Sunderland will be taking on Brentford. Manchester United will welcome Burnley. It might be a tough game for them. Who knows? Wolverhampton Wanderers will be taking on Everton. Tottenham Hotspur will welcome Bournemouth. Leeds United will face Newcastle United. In the Italian Serie A, it's going to be Bologna against Como. Parma against Atalanta. Pisa will be taking on AS Roma. Napoli will be taking on Cagliari. And the La Liga, it could be Deportivo Alaves against Atletico de Madrid. Real Oviedo against Real Sociedad. And Girona will be taking on Sevilla. Real Madrid will reckon RCD Mallorca. In the German Bundesliga, it's going to be Werder Bremen against Bayer Leverkusen. RB Leipzig will welcome Heidenheim. VfB Stuttgart and Borussia Mönchengladbach will battle it out. Hoffenheim will be taking on Eintracht Frankfurt. Augsburg will be taking on Bayern Munich. In the French Ligue 1, it's going to be FC Lorient against Lille. FC Nantes against AG Auxerre. And Toulouse against Paris Saint-Germain. And that's all we can take on Sports Attack this morning. We're back 3 to 4 for today's Sports Live, where we dive in depth or stick our teeth into all the topics talked or discussed this morning on Sports Attack. So till then, enjoy the rest of the programming. My name is Over Wallace, the sports chef, and saying have a good day and enjoy the rest of the programming. Bye bye.
Talk radio.
I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
What's a successful business without sales?
Talk radio.
I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
A life without purpose is a life without destination. Find the right direction for your life as you join Pastor Chris Ugo for 5 minutes of purpose discourse every weekday on Living with Purpose and Power.
Hi, my name is Chris Ugo, and this is Living with Purpose and Power. I want to specially welcome you today. Today we're looking at thankfulness. As we come to the very last day of the year, you and I must be thankful to God for the great things He has done in our lives. We must close the year with a heart of gratitude, with a heart of thankfulness. In 1 Chronicles 23 verse 30, the Amplified Version of the Bible, it says, they are also to stand every morning to thank and to praise the Lord, and likewise at evening. Morning is symbolic of the beginning, evening is symbolic of the ending. What does thankfulness mean? It's heartfelt gratitude to God that is expressed in response to His love, response to His mercy. So we're thankful to God for His goodness. In Psalm 107, verse 1 and verse 2, it says, oh, give thanks to the Lord, for He is good, for His mercy endures forever. Psalm 65 verse 11 says, you crown the year with your goodness, and your paths drip with abundance. Do you know that unexpressed gratitude is ungratefulness? So don't wait to feel thankful to practice gratefulness. Even though you don't feel thankful, let it be a function of your will. Just like the psalmist says, I will bless the Lord at all times. If you can't be satisfied with what you've received, at least be thankful for what you have escaped, the accidents you have escaped. Today, as we come to the last day of the year, we must give thanks to God. What are you thankful for this year? Name them one by one. Are you thankful for your salvation? Are you thankful for your health? Are you thankful for your career? Many times we focus on what we don't have, and that steals our peace. You know, there are blessings that come with thankfulness. Number one, it shows my confidence is in God as my provider, so I'm not confused or distracted. He's my provider, and I will not worry or fret. Next, He helps me deal with murmuring and complaining. Once I am thankful and I'm committed to thankfulness, it helps me deal with murmuring and complaining in my life. Another thing it does for me is that it keeps peace in my heart, because I refuse to be anxious and I refuse to worry. Next, it causes you to carry God's presence every day. There are a few things I'd like you to do as you come to the very end of this year. Number one, replace worry with worship. Refuse to worry and spend time worshiping the Lord. Next, reject murmuring and complaining. Refuse to do that. The more you complain, the more doors are shut against you. Israel did that and died in the wilderness. Next, count your blessings and be thankful. Next, learn to make the best of every day and every circumstance you find yourself. For this is the day that the Lord has made. Choose to rejoice and be glad in it. Next, make sure you focus on the right things. Stop focusing on the wrong things. The more you focus on the wrong things, the more distracted you are and the more discouraged and depressed you will likely be. Next, you have to accept that life is a journey. So learn to give thanks as you enjoy the journey. So the question is, what stage of the journey are you at? Are you at the beginning of the journey? Are you at the middle of the journey? Or are you coming to the end of the journey? But you have to learn to bless God at all times. Let his praise continually be in your mouth. Finally, learn to walk in faith and not in fear. Refuse to fear. Spend time in God's word and let faith arise in your heart. Today, I pray for you in the name of Jesus Christ that God would bless you. As you give thanks to God, may the windows of heaven open and God's goodness showered upon you. As you prepare to enter the new year, may the Lord fill you with vision, fill you with excitement, fill you with wisdom. Thank you, Heavenly Father. In Jesus' name, amen and amen.
You've been listening to Living with Purpose and Power. Connect with Pastor Chris Ugo on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at I am Chris Ugo, or email hello@chrisugo.org. Tune in on Monday, same time on this station.
Talk radio.
I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
Whether it's happening in Port Harcourt, South Sound, Nigeria, or around the world, we've got you covered. On air, online, delivering balanced news and unbiased analysis. Today, 95.1 FM.
This is Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. News.
A very good morning to you. It's 7 a.m. and this is the world news on your premium talk radio. Today, 95.1 FM, Friday, August 29, 2025. The headlines. NEC endorses President Bola Tinubu's renewed Hope economic plan to fast-track $1 trillion economy. Senior Staff Association of Nigeria Polytechnics issued 21-day ultimatum to the federal government to address unmet demands. Service chiefs in Rivers State cautioned security agents to adhere to rules guiding conduct of August 30 council election. On the foreign scene, 3 European countries to reimpose sanctions on Iran for failing to meet 2015 Nuclear Pact commitments. Details shortly. The National Economic Council NEC has unveiled the framework for the Renewed Hope Development Plan 2026-2030, aimed at consolidating Nigeria's reform agenda and actualize the $1 trillion economy target of President Bola Tinubu's administration. This was part of the resolutions reached at the 151st meeting of the Council, chaired by the Vice President Kashim Shettima at the Presidential Villa, Abuja. Briefing State House correspondents shortly after the meeting, the Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, Atiku Bagudu, said the proposed plan, codenamed Renewed Hope National Plan, was part of a 30-year development plan which would ensure inclusivity and accelerated growth. Vice President Shettima said the new National Development Plan would build on existing policies, deepen continuity, and align Nigeria's growth trajectory with the long-term goals of Nigeria Agenda 2050. Shettima described the transition as critical to sustaining the country's economic trajectory and consolidates the administration's ongoing reforms. The Vice President further stated that the plan would be participatory rather than top-down, engaging multiple tiers of government, civil society, and private actors. The federal government has announced an upward review of the fees for the Nigerian passport. The government announced that the development will become effective September 1, 2025. In a statement, spokesperson for the Nigeria Immigration Service, Akisola Akilabi, said the increment aims to ensure the quality and integrity of the Nigerian standard passport set to take effect next month. According to the statement, the review, which only affects passport application fees made in Nigeria, now sets new fee thresholds for a 30-page passport with 5-year validity at 100,000 naira and 64-page passport with 10-year validity at 200,000 naira. Akilabi said Nigerian passport application fees made by Nigerians in diaspora remain unchanged at $150 for a 32-page passport with 5-year validity and $230 for a 64-page passport with 10-year validity. The service also reiterated its commitment to balancing quality service delivery with the need to ensure passport services are accessible to all Nigerians. The Senior Staff Association of Nigeria Polytechnics has issued a 21-day ultimatum to the federal government over what it described as long-standing unmet demands. The decision followed the union's 77th General Executive Council meeting held between Tuesday, August 26 and Thursday, August 28, 2025, at the Audu Bako College of Agriculture, Dambata, Kano State, where issues affecting members' welfare and the union were extensively discussed. In the communique of the meeting, the council observed that despite several efforts to ensure peaceful resolution of its demands, the government has only paid lip service to the issues. It also noted that should the federal government fail to take immediate action to address its demands, the union will be left with no option but to withdraw its services across the nation. This comes after the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, recently embarked on nationwide protests to press home its grievances against the government. According to the Polytechnics communique, the council reviewed unresolved issues with government, including release of the new schemes and conditions of service, constitution of the renegotiation committee on the 2010 agreement, non-release of the 2023, 2024, 2025 needs assessment funds, non-payment of arrears such as promotion arrears, 25 to 35% salary review arrears, wage award, and full implementation of the new minimum wage. The union expressed displeasure over what it described as the government's insincerity in honoring agreements and prioritizing the education sector. Rivers State Commissioner of Police CP Olugbenga Adepoju has given his scorecard for January to August 2025 after his assumption of duty as the 47th Commissioner of Police in collaboration with other security agencies and critical stakeholders in the state. Adepoju, in a joint media briefing with other security service chiefs in the state, said the State Police Command, in synergy with the Nigerian Army, Navy, Air Force, and the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, the State Security Services, SSS, and other critical security stakeholders, made remarkable progress in the sustained operations to curb criminal activities across the state. The State Commissioner of Police said in a united effort, they intensified crackdown on violent crimes, leading to the arrest of numerous suspects involved in heinous offenses such as armed robbery, kidnapping, cultism, human trafficking, and murder, as well as the recovery of vital exhibits.
The Rivers State Police Command, working in close synergy with Nigerian Army, Navy, Air Force, the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense, DSS, and other critical security stakeholders, have made remarkable progress in our sustained operations, curb criminal activities across the state. Today's briefing highlights some of the most significant breakthroughs recently recorded. First, the arrest of suspected vandals and the recovery of explosives. Vandals at an oil spill well in Kipian community. The crime was committed on the 10th of August 2025. Second, there was arrest of suspects in murder of one prominent barrister Owo and recovery of weapons used by the criminal.
CP Olugbenga Adepoju also assured of the command's commitment to the safety and security of all citizens and residents. He noted that the operations reflect a broader strategy to dismantle criminal networks and ensure public confidence in law enforcement agencies, especially as it concerns the upcoming chairmanship councillorship election, just as he appealed to members of the public to partner with security agencies in giving credible information for a better service.
Make you know that Rivers State Police Command remain committed to the safety and security of all citizens and residents. This operation reflects a broader strategy to dismantle crime network and ensure public confidence in law enforcement agencies, especially as it concerns this upcoming chairmanship and councillorship election. We appeal to members of the public to partner with the security agencies in giving credible information to us so we can serve you better.
Today FM Uchenda Jowo reports that between January to August 2025, 21 AK-47 rifles, 66 locally made guns, 8,000 ammunition, 4 magazines, 8 revolver pistols, 115 vehicles, 34 pump actions, 2 Dane guns and 2 Scorpions submachine guns were recovered. Other items recovered include 1 La rifle, 2 explosives, 10 English-made pistol, 2 GMP, 67 cartridges, 15 conventional ammunition, and 33 suspects arrested. Meanwhile, the service chiefs in Rivers State have warned all security personnel who will be participating in the Saturday, August 30 election to adhere strictly to the rules and regulations guiding the conduct of the election. The State Commissioner of Police, CP Olugbenga Adepoju, who read out the preparedness of members of the Inner Security Advisory Council ahead of the local government elections, cautioned the security personnel to be civil and to protect the electorate before, during, and after the elections. Adepoju, in a joint media briefing between all service chiefs and officials of RESEC, said security agencies are prepared in ensuring a conducive atmosphere for the August 30 LGA Council elections with reference to a joint operation and joint control room to respond to distress calls and other emergencies. CP Adepoju, while revealing that security agencies will be briefed on their special roles during the election, said military personnel will be in charge of boundaries between Rivers State and neighboring states in a bid to ensure violence-free election, just as he urged members of the public to cooperate with security agencies.
Responsibilities lie on us now because we as security agents need to be cautious and careful about the way we are going to conduct ourselves during this election. Whatever thing we do may make or mar the election. There are rules that guide the conduct of each and every one during an election period, which the pamphlet will be given to you. We need to adhere strictly to what concerns us. We don't want the situation whereby the security agencies are the one that will cause problem in the smooth running of this election. There are going to be video cameras. Observers are going to come from different places. You know quite well the rules that guide our conduct.
CP Adepoju, while also highlighting some steps taken by security agencies in collaboration with officials of RESEC in ensuring violence-free forthcoming election, warns troublemakers to steer clear, adding that security personnel are fully ready to combat illegality. The CP further re-emphasized the restriction of human and vehicular movement from 12 a.m. on Saturday to 6 p.m.
We have show of force from tomorrow to ensure we make people know that yes, we are out and the town will be secured, and let them know that we are ready to ensure we sanitize everywhere. Like I debrief of the activities of the Joint Task Force in preparation for the election, I've told you what we have jointly done. We've cleared everywhere that we need to clear. We've arrested those that we need to arrest. We've charged those that we need to charge to court. I think we've sanitized the town enough to say yes, we are ready. The restriction of movement, some are putting it in the press, they got me wrong, on the 31st, early hours of the 31st at 12 midnight, not on the 29th. 30, there will be coffee from the midnight of 30th till 6.
On its part, the chairman of RESEC, Monday Ode, said the commission is fully prepared for the election with reference to a series of activities including training and retraining of ad hoc staff. Ode revealed that election results will be announced at the ward and local government levels, but will not be declared.
staff more or less our ambassadors in the field. Just yesterday we concluded the last stage of training of local government returning officers, wherein we emphasize the fact that all calculations must be precise, all due processes must be followed. The votes, and this is very important, the votes would be announced at those centers, but they will not return. They will not do declaration. The essence of that is there is what we call a margin of lead principle. For a chairman to be deemed duly elected, he must satisfy certain condition precedent in terms of spread.
You're listening to the world news on Today 95.1 FM, Voice of the People. After this break, more news, foreign and sports stories. Stay tuned.
Every day, every hour, when the big stories break, depend on our 24-hour news team to bring you the latest. Today, 95.1 FM.
We thank you for staying with us. A Rivers State High Court sitting in Port Harcourt has dismissed a motion ex parte seeking to stop the August 30 local council elections in the state. Presiding Judge Justice Stephen Jumbo, in his ruling in a suit filed by Port Harcourt-based legal practitioner Williams Abayomi Stanley against President Bola Tinubu, the Attorney General of the Federation, Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission (RISEC), and its chairman, said the application for motion ex parte lacks merit and thereby dismissed. Justice Jumbo, however, granted motion ex parte order for substituted service to the defendants, but directed that the conduct of the August 30 council election should go on as scheduled and adjourn till September 10, 2025 for hearing on a substantive suit. Speaking to Today FM, Uchendu Jowo, counsel to the claimant, God Sent Elewa, said his client was in court to seek for interpretation of a section of RISEC law and the Constitution of Nigeria as amended if the president has legal powers to appoint a chairman and members of RISEC to conduct local government council elections in the state. Elewa, while narrating what transpired in court and what led to the dismissal of his application, welcomed the ruling of the court, which also granted one of his motions and expressed his readiness to continue with the proceedings on the next adjourned date.
And basically is in court to seek for the interpretations of some sections, specifically sections 2 sub 1 and section 3 sub 1 of the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission Law number 2 of 2018 and sections 197, 198 and 200 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as altered. The claimant applicant is basically asking the court to interpret if President Tinubu has the powers under the Constitution or the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission Law to appoint the chairman and members of the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission for Rivers people.
The family of Rumuchewo in Rumekini community, Obiakpo local government area of Rivers State, have staged a protest over what it described as persistent land grabbing and intimidation allegedly carried out by one Azubike. The protest, led by the family spokesperson, Apostle Steve Chigoze, drew members of the Rumawecho family and landowners who said they have been victims of alleged threats, harassment, and destruction of properties linked to the disputed land. Speaking during the protest, Chigoze alleged that Azubike, who he described as a tenant in the state, has forcefully taken possession of their land through what he called an illegal court order, despite unveiling ongoing appeals on the matter. He accused Azubike of allegedly causing damages to properties belonging to the Academic Staff Union of Polytechnics, ASUP, resident doctors, and other members of the community, adding that the alleged encroachment did not follow survey plans presented to the court.
This man has been a terror to the entire family of Romamucho. This man has subdued and possessed our land by illegal court order. According to them, that the judgment is given to them, and this judgment is said to be a clarity judgment, with what is explained according to them that for now there is no stay of execution, which we are informed that other parties that are involved in the judgment has gone to appeal. Despite the appeal, as Ibike said, he has a government power to execute land and to possess the land. He has caused a damage to a property owned by ASUP and resident doctors and the entire Roman Honcho people. He has graded many places, not even following their Soviet plan that was submitted to the court.
While calling on the Rivers State government, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, and the Inspector General of Police to urgently intervene in the matter in preventing further crisis in the community, Chigozie also raised concerns about jurisdiction, insisting that the disputed land is within Obiakpo and not Ikwere local government area as allegedly claimed.
To crave the indulgence of Rivers State government to come into this matter. I'm calling on FCT Minister Nyesom Wike to look into this matter, because when looking at a set of things, we quite understand that this geopolitical area belongs to Obiakpo entirely, not Ikwere local government. I don't know why an Ikwere local government person will come here to say this place belongs to them. And Azubike is not even in the suit. The person in the suit is Fablo. I don't know why on the daily basis there have been a lot of pictures and everything showing that Azubike do come to the land and chase people away. It means he has extended his land grabbing character and our farmland. This man is so powerful that if not that Commissioner of Police is the just man, I believe that Commissioner of Police would have been bribed.
The Eze Cholu in Council and Eze Vuke Okurushi 1, Eze Sabi Ewogu, and the entire Rumocholo Council of Chiefs, Elders, and Elites have announced the death of their daughter, Chief Eruchi Nkemwali, who passed on at the age of 51. She survived by a husband, children, and siblings. According to a statement by the Public Relations Officer of Rumocholo Council of Chiefs, Elders, and Elites, Chief Omenazu Jackson, on behalf of the Council, on Thursday, August 28, 2025, at 5 p.m., service of songs would hold at the All Saints Anglican Cathedral Church, Rumokrusi. It said on Friday, the 29th of August 2025, 7 a.m., body will depart Rivers State University Teaching Hospital, Ashes to Ashes Mortuary, Port Harcourt, to her husband's family home at Rumuwogu Royal House for a brief stopover. Thereafter, 9 a.m., lying in state will take place at her husband's residence at Valley View Estate, besides Kezan Filling Station, Rumokrusi, and Eka Road. At 10 a.m., there will be a funeral service at All Saints Anglican Cathedral Church, Rumokrusi, followed by interment at noon and reception for guests at 1 p.m. The statement by Chief Omenazu Jackson on behalf of the Council wished her gentle soul rest in the bosom of the Lord. On the foreign scene, France, Germany, and the United Kingdom have triggered a mechanism to reimpose sanctions on Iran after a series of meetings failed to reach an agreement on the Iranian nuclear program. The three European countries, known as the E3, have been warning Tehran for weeks that United Nations sanctions could be reimposed by October, when a 2015 nuclear agreement between Tehran and major powers expires. The decision opens a 30-day window before the sanctions are reimposed and comes after a spokesman for Iran's Ministry of Foreign Affairs warned that renewing the sanctions would have consequences. The E3 has accused Tehran of violating provisions of the 2015 Nuclear Pact, formerly known as the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, which saw Iran agree to curb its nuclear program in exchange for lifting of international sanctions on its economy. A component of the nuclear deal and the snapback mechanism allows sanctions to be reimposed quickly if Iran was found to be in violation of the accord. Meanwhile, Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas has rejected the E3's decision as unjustified, illegal, and lacking any legal basis. To end the news, has a summary of the major stories. The National Economic Council has endorsed President Bola Tinubu's renewed hope economic plan to fast-track $1 trillion economy. The Senior Staff Association of Nigeria Polytechnics has issued a 21-day ultimatum to the federal government to address its long-standing unmet demands. We told you that service chiefs in Rivers State have cautioned all security agents to adhere to rules guiding conduct of August 30 council elections. On the foreign scene, you heard that 3 European countries are set to reimpose sanctions on Iran for failing to meet its 2015 nuclear pact commitments. That's the news as edited by Stella Sasongo Kore. For comments and inquiries, please call 0818-389-2850 or send your mails to news@todayfmlive.com. Read our stories on our website, www.todayfmlive.com. I am Kelly Ikemenjima. Good morning. Thank you for your time.
Port Harcourt, are you ready? Today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people.
Oh, what did they happen now? No bonus for all my line. No panic, as MTN don't carry better gist come. Every 6 minutes you talk, MTN go dash you 3 extra minutes. Fiam to enter MTN better gist. Dial *123 *2 *1 hash or text BG to 312. T and C's apply.
Meals have a way of taking us on a journey, and when you add plenty of vegetables like efo, ugu, and season with the rich taste of North seasoning cubes, even better.
So, go ahead and elevate your meals with more vegetables and the rich taste of Knorr cubes. Today, eat for good.
International Education Fair 2025. Unlock global opportunities at the International Education Fair. Proudly brought to you by Oak Dexter Education Consult. Meet top universities from Canada, USA, UK, Ireland, France, Australia, St. Kitts and Nevis, Grenada. Enjoy free on-the-spot assessments and explore flexible, innovative payment plans directly from the universities. Come with your academic credentials. Attendance is absolutely free. Happening live on Saturday, September 6, 2025 at Hotel Presidential, Aba Road, Port Harcourt at 10 a.m. Contact 0808-385-3058, 0809-655-6600, 0901-992-9543. That is 0808-385-3058, 0809-655-6600, 0901-992-9543, or marketing at oakdexterconsults.com. Don't miss it. Your future starts here.
The big financial empowerment gathering is here, live in the city of Port Harcourt, 29th August 2025. Come unlearn and relearn the principles that govern the digital asset space and maximize its potentials. Pips Global Trading Company shall be giving all participants free access to their 6 weeks masterclass, online and offline, with certifications, tools, and materials that gives precisions as professional trade analysts. Guess what? This is for all and will be free for all participants. Come 29th August 2025. Come with a valid ID card and a mobile phone. Venue, Swiss Spirit Hotel, Stadium Road, Ken Sarawiwa Road. Time, 10 a.m. prompt. Date, 29th August 2025. For more enquiries, call 0812-116-8440. That is 0812-116-8440. Again, 0812-116-8440. Trading is not how much you have, but how much you know.
Port Harcourt, are you ready? Today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people. Radio has never been this good. Today, 95.
What's a successful business without sales? And what is sales without an audience? Well, do you know that you can reach 8 million listeners across 6 states in 2 geopolitical zones all at once? How? With Today 95.1 FM, you can get millions of people to know about your business. And what does that mean to you? More sales. Call 081-389-2850 now for more information.
Hey, you want to speed drive? Come on, go to the racetrack. You want to smoke? Not on the steering wheel. You want to drink alcohol? Don't do it on wheels. Go to a bar and don't drive afterwards. Seatbelts are not for fancy. They're there to save your life. Know your traffic rules and obey them because they are for your own good. Drive with care because life is dear.
Hello, join us Fridays, 7:30 a.m. on Our Top Picks, and together we'll review the big national stories of the week, all in 30 minutes. It promises so much fun. Our Top Picks, Fridays, 7:30 a.m. Don't miss it.
Because since I've been on this game, the first election, we say take you back us a party man. But we want to accept the decision of Almighty God. And I'm particularly very happy. Very happy to see people here. There's something that is happening which I thought I should mention. In all politics is local. All forms of politics are local. Why make you want to get out of Mango? Also easy. The River State, particularly, we had the two leading parties together as one. Also easy. May God bless whoever engineered it. That will explain all people. One person, those who are old enough to know. That's what I thought one of the most brilliant political ideas in Nigeria, the politics of Babangida. A little to the left, a little to the right. Don't be surprised if we end up there in Nigeria, because in every situation, the majority must go, but the minority will meet their potential. You know Babangida? Nobody cared about the top party. SDP, NRC to the right, SDP to the left. It was a very brilliant idea. Nigeria let's stabilize. By now, we would have had a pathway in our political growth. For me, I was a party to it. I was positively, negatively affected. So what you have done, putting APC and PDP together, it's not far from it. Because every other team in River State now becomes remnants. You have to accept the facts, that's the truth. Every other team, other remnants. You know, APC, you know, PDP, can be a anybody, the candidate actually, they are to buy it. And then let's already abandon you people that they want to do the work. It's not me. And that's what we're doing all over again. But I'm happy to see continuity. I'm happy to see cohesiveness. I'm happy to see friends coming back together. The original local government are coming back together. That formation is unbeatable. So, like I said, we welcome every party that wants to come and see us. We welcome you. Come and tell us your program. Come and tell us your plan. And we will welcome you. You are the first people that have come. And thank you. And I hope more people will come. We hear that have over 50 parties contest the election. I hope they will come and come forward. You know, so you will get our blessing. You will definitely get the blessing of this kingdom and ensure that that which has been agreed will be fully implemented. Because if you tell me traditional ruler, you're not supposed to be involved in politics, I agree. But if I see my people running into a party that will destroy this kingdom, I'll tell my friends stop. They are nothing if they go and get drowned. Tomorrow morning they will put me as a traditional ruler, I should play politics. If that's what your interpretation, let it be like that. I will not allow my people, and I want to be put on record, I will not allow my people to go outside the circle of what will bring progress to my community. I will not allow it. Anything, I'm not governing River State. My kingdom is Emoba. And Emoba here is inclusive of all the wards in Emoba local government. What you tell me? What does that mean? That doesn't mean anything. What it means is what the progress of your people. Therefore, we will bless you. I know the Almighty has already taken control. I know that God of this community, the God of this community, Chineke Mo. I know Chineke ka ya ke Dubai, na mo ndo. Chineke Mo. Really ndi chase na demo. Mo angwanya. Maybe they bad on better to angwanya. Senyina na kanta no ya no me. Remember my policy. Win first. If you don't participate, you didn't win, you are not a contestant.
Therefore, you cannot legitimately argue that you were deprived of your right. Win first. It's my policy. Win first. We can go to court, but win first. If you don't win, you've lost. Crying doesn't help anything. No God will come and change what man has done without what came from man. That's how powerful God is. God created the earth and gave it for dominion. What we decide here is what happens. Nobody can change it. That is God for you. And that's what I stand for.
We've seen today that the refineries today, the one that was seemingly working before now is shut down. We don't really know what the reasons are. Press, all the pressmen, they've been bombarding us, trying to find out, trying to know what is the state of our refineries. GCO, we have asked over time that our current refineries, that with the way it is it not actually possible for us to bring to bear the same model that we have today in NLNG? That is because today we all know very well that NLNG is one experiment that has worked.
The way the refinery was designed when the old refinery came forward is that the new refinery was meant to feed into the old refinery was meant to feed into new for the end product to be of the right standard to the market, right? So the attempt to on the old refinery was not optimum, and that's why we could not produce properly the PMS. But also the mid-grade products we are producing was at a loss, significant loss to all of us. We are Nigerians. It's not about me or NNPC, and that was the problem. So the first thing we then said, rather than continue to lose, let's quickly stop and look for a way to put this refinery into a sustainably profitable venture, but also a main source of sustainable employment. We've now completed the commercial review for the Port Harcourt refinery. And from that commercial review, we have come to that conclusion that the best way forward is for us to get a true professional refining company to join us and cooperate. The long term will be better for everybody, but not everybody is patient for that. So I think that's what you see. So there's no hiding around all the attacks that I have received. We are under attack. And I repeat again, NNPC, we are under attack. However, we know why this attack is coming. We have our commitment and we are resolved to stay focused, to drive the mandate that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has given us.
All right, all you need to know about this one is that
95.1 FM. Such a unique style.
Oh, what did they happen now? No bonus for all my lines. No panic, as MTN don't carry better gist come. Every 6 minutes you talk, MTN go dash you 3 extra minutes. Fiam to enter MTN better gist. Dial *123 *2 *1 hash or text BG to 312. T and C's apply.
95.1 FM, voice of the people.
And we're back.
Okay, welcome to our topics. It's Friday, the 29th of August 2025. Kelly Kementima is my name, and Mr. Emmanuel Indukwe is here. Good morning to you, sir. Welcome.
Good morning, Kelly. Good morning, Nigeria.
So really, I just decided to tease you with two things. We listened to Oha Sergeant Awuse speak on a seeming merger of the APC and the PDP for the local government election, their local government election that is set to happen tomorrow. I keep saying it, and I owe no one any apology for saying it. So you can disagree. It's their election. Because if we have rules, we have to follow the rules. If we jettison the rules, I would expect all of us to be dancing or wiggly on the street. Some of us, at least it's more education, we will get count for something. So you have Sergeant Awuse speak there. And after that, Pengasin boss, Festus Osifo, led his team to go pay a visit to the NNPC LGCEO in the person of Mbayo Ojulari, and Ojulari speaking on the realities of the Port Harcourt Refinery Company. And there you have it. Did you think to tease you on? I know some of you will rush to begin to comment about Sergeant Awuse. You send those comments, we won't read them. We even pray that we have the comments, the time to take your reactions today. But hopefully, I'm sure we can take some of those reactions. If we can't do it now, we'll do it during the paper review. All right? So the 5 stories for review this morning, as usual, they are national stories. Tinubu wraps up 12-day diplomatic tour, leaves Brazil for Abuja. Tinubu's government desperate for positive headlines. ADC tackles FG over Japan visa row. I'll run for president in 2027. Atiku reportedly tells aide. Court of Corruption, Obasanjo knocks INEC chairman, judiciary, a new book. And then Peter Obi can be presidential ticket if he returns to PDP. Abamoro. These are the 5 stories for review this morning. I see some of your reactions on Facebook already. So let's begin in no particular order. Tinubu wraps up 12-day diplomatic tour, leaves Brazil for Abuja. Well, the president has since arrived in the early hours of yesterday. President Bola Tinubu has departed Brazil for Abuja. the nation's capital after spending over 12 days abroad. In a statement by Bayo Nanuga, his special advisor on information and strategy, the presidential jet conveying the president back took off from Brasilia International Airport at 12:57 p.m. local time. He said Carlos Duarte, that's Brazil's Secretary for Africa and the Middle East, Carlos Cazzetti, the country's ambassador to Nigeria, were present at the airport to bid farewell to Tinubu. Onanuga equally said Bianca Ojukwu, Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, and other government officials were also at the airport to bid the president farewell. Well, he has arrived safely now. That's what a lot of us prayed for, that as he departed safely, he should arrive safely. He took off from here, spent at least 2 days in Dubai. From Dubai, proceeded to Japan for that TCAD 9. From Japan, the Sunday of last week, he proceeded to Brazil. Well, he had to stop off in Los Angeles. From Los Angeles, I think a day stop off at Los Angeles. From there, he proceeded to Brazil, where he got to Brazil and he was received with the military honors, full parades, horse rides, and all of those things. And then as he got into the presidential palace, he started capping. Oh, my reforms, everything is now well in Nigeria. No more corruption in Nigeria. Can't a man be overwhelmed when the reception and ovation seem to be the loudest?
Well, Kelly,
Sir?
I think I want to tell you that reality will always overwhelm imagination. Imagination, that of government and that of individuals. Reality will stand on top of it. The journey of Tinubu to all the places he went had a beginning, and so it must indeed end.
So he left safely, arrived safely.
I think that's the best thing, and then we thank God for that.
Oh,
safety.
I like that. That's a fantastic way. You agree with me?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, that's
we have
great.
to talk about the safety, and thank God that one happened.
Wow, it's the first time it's happening. Tinubu's government...
No, it's not the first time.
It's the first time we're agreeing. It's the first time we agreed on the subject.
Because the subject needs agreement, and the agreement is positive, and of course I have to lie.
No, I just need to state that it's the first time, so it's quite remarkable. Wow. Tinubu's government desperate for positive headlines. ADC tackles FG over Japan visa row. But the African Democratic Congress, ADC, has criticized the Tinubu administration following Japan's denial of reports that it planned to create a special visa category for Nigerians. Bolaji Abdullahi, ADC National Publicity Secretary and a former Minister of Sports, described the development as an embarrassment and accused the federal government of peddling misinformation in its bid to generate favorable publicity. So, this is what the Japanese people, they said. There are no plans to take measures in promoting the acceptance of immigrants or issue special visas for residents of African countries. And the series of reports and announcements concerning such measures are not true. Well, the clarification contradicted an earlier statement from the State House dated August 22, in which Abiodun Oladujoe, Director of Information, claimed that Japanese authorities had agreed to introduce a special visa category for highly skilled, innovative, and talented young Nigerians who want to move to Kisarazu to live and work. The statement, artisans and other blue-collar workers from Nigeria who are ready to upskill will benefit from this special dispensation visa to work in Japan. Japan says it's not true. Well, this is Abdullahi's statement. The truth is, with this government, we don't know what to believe anymore. This embarrassment has to stop. I thought they say it was only, what's that, Ngelale that used to do things like this.
See, Kelly, did Ananoga go there with Tinubu?
I don't know. I can't confirm.
Okay.
I didn't see him, but I would imagine that he should have been there.
Yeah. Now, let's even say Ananoga didn't go. There were other government officials that traveled with him. I don't understand what to say. Is it lack of education, which is very difficult for me to say?
Maybe they didn't interpret the Japanese language correctly.
No, I also want to believe that there are those who understand English language in Japan who could also interpret to Nigerians.
Maybe they were not around. Maybe they were on a business trip.
No, they certainly, one of them must be around. I say must.
When you say must...
No, I'm saying it with authority.
Can't they be on a business trip?
No, they may
and
have
they
business
they sent an apprentice.
The particular trip they were having.
No, but it's possible now, isn't it?
It's not possible for me because government of Japan must detail some interpreters, knowing that Nigerians don't understand Japanese language.
But Nigerians should go with their own interpreters.
Good.
And that's what I'm saying.
No, what I'm saying,
those interpreters may have gone on a business trip.
No,
you don't understand.
No, I don't agree.
Okay, you don't agree.
I understand, but
you
I
don't agree.
Yes.
Oh.
You see, Kelly, whatever is making somebody building castle in the air, that dreaming on the day, maybe the day was rolling past and all that, and people were visualizing the airiness of how it will be for Nigerians to go to a certain Japanese city or cities.
Kisarazu in particular. Kisarazu.
Isarazu, whatever. It's a very difficult thing for me to... You can think about the interpretation of it. So, now, it turns out that the authorities of Japan is telling us that that's not what we said. We didn't make such a promise. How will Nigeria be free from this kind of shit? Why is it that the government don't do anything that will bring glory to the nation?
Are you ashamed?
It's quite unfortunate. I may not be ashamed. I'm one particular citizen. There may also be, among others, people who are like me. But there are those that will be ashamed, especially those of them that have vied for politics here and there. They want positions here and there. It is a shame of a nation, this particular one. Very indelible.
Indelible?
Yes.
That it cannot be erased.
That's why I use the language. I know what I...
It says it's indelible.
I used my words very carefully.
You even say it's very indelible.
Yes.
Like it can never be erased.
It can never be erased, Kelly.
The one that they said Dubai had lifted the ban, it was erased eventually now.
No. If you think it's been erased, no. It has never been erased. Anytime somebody is chronically, maybe the debacle of Nigerian authorities, that one will go into the archive.
Okay.
It will be remembered. It's unfortunate. How can somebody be just dreaming that they have designated this place, there's visa free or whatever they call it, for that place and all that, you go and leave.
So it's very indelible.
So it's an extension of Nigerian nation. And the people came out and said, no, we didn't say so.
Hey, yeah.
Very indelible, I said.
Very indelible. Wow. I'll run for president in 2027. Atiku reportedly tells aide. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar told a close aide that he would run for president in 2027 general election. I will run in 2027. Nigeria needs to be decisively rescued from the intensive care unit it has been consigned. The degeneration in our country, the level of poverty and pain, the anguish is unacceptable. It is right to run now, isn't it?
Of course it is. It's right. But you see, one does not expect that one's rights will always overwhelm others. It might be his right, but it won't succeed. That his right may not see the daylight.
Okay, it is may not see the daylight.
Of course
not that it won't succeed.
I am choosing my words very
carefully.
No,
there was the first word you used now, yes, which it seemed like you have modified it with the second one.
Which one?
You said it won't succeed. The first thing you said,
yes,
it won't succeed.
Yeah, then you drawn from the modification.
You now said
I have
it
not
may
modified it before I said that one.
No, you said it won't succeed, and you said
yeah,
it may not see the daylight.
Good.
That's a civil modification, isn't it?
No, what I'm saying is that I said that one first, and then for questions from curious listeners, I modified it. Whichever one they want. If they want to take the first one, fine. They want to take the second, the modified one, they should go ahead.
But it's not for you to say now. It's not for you to
I have
to
not
accept.
taken their position. I am still telling them. There are two statements on the table. Choose whichever.
No, but you realize that as a medium, we're an authority.
Yes.
So people can quote you.
Of course, let them quote me now. You see,
So, okay,
there's nothing to be ashamed of what I have said.
So you're saying that Atiku's ambition will not succeed?
You see, for me, knowing exactly, drawing from all the statements he has made here, he is now projecting himself as the beacon of hope and all that. He's been the vice president of this nation.
Not the
Where
president.
did he take the nation to?
He wasn't the president.
He wasn't the president, but
That's a fact.
contributions of the vice could also be recorded.
Well,
to be enormous positive contribution.
They mentioned a lot of things
in his favor.
El-Rufai has mentioned a lot of things in his favor. They said since Atiku managed the what do people call it, the BPE, BB something, that this nation has not had it as good since then.
You see,
we've not had the level of but you say what were his contributions? I'm just telling you some of his contributions right now.
You can tell me whatever, even if it feels this particular studio. I wouldn't accept any of them.
That's fine.
It doesn't mean that Atiku did not make any effort at positive ways.
Does it also mean that he did not make any impact?
No, I have said it. So when I said it doesn't mean he didn't make any positive achievement. It shows also that he may have made several impacts. But I am saying the way he made his statement in this particular one you read shows that Nigeria is maybe on a clutches of being left fallow unless he comes and becomes the president. And I am telling you
that's what in most of your commentaries it sounds like. It sounds like Tinubu administration has left this nation in a hole, worsened by the calculations and wisdom of the Buhari administration.
You know why I said that?
So when Nigerians lament, we are dying, Tinubu is the worst, we want Buhari back, Atiku says, I understand the pain.
Those who said they want Buhari back, they are different from me.
I didn't add you in that. I said Nigerians. So if you feel like including yourself in that number, that's fine. But I'm not the one that's going to say it. Okay. However, if Atiku says, I understand what people are going through and I feel I'm the solution to it, as an individual, who has the right to vie for that office?
No, he has every right.
He also has the right. He also has the right to make that inference that indeed I am the solution to the problems of the country. Isn't that correct?
No, see, he can say that, but it's my right. Like it's also his right to run. It's my right to puncture what I feel he has done wrong. El-Rufai you are bringing in is not a stable person for me on this score. If he's saying that when he managed, was it BP or whatever?
I was asking the question now. You asking me the same question.
I can't remember exactly.
So who answered the question first? Somebody please tell us the answer.
Somebody will tell us.
Is it BPPE?
I think it was.
It sounds like UB.
Was it privatization?
It sounds like UB. It's privatization.
So whatever it is, they called it. The issue is that how well did Atiku manage that? El-Rufai is speaking.
They say creditably.
He didn't. He didn't. Let them have a debate with me. Let me tell them. He didn't manage it well.
Your confidence is...
I am telling you the reality. It's not El-Rufai that is looking for his man to go. He managed it very well. He left Atiku and joined Chief Obasanjo.
Join who?
Chief Obasanjo, El-Rufai. I'm missing word? El-Rufai was brought into government by Atiku. He followed Atiku and came into that. But because of this instability, he also left Atiku, who brought him, and joined Chief Obasanjo.
Okay.
But Atiku performed excellently, and he left him. In fact, Kelly, Atiku may run, but he's not going to win.
Okay, now you have said it categorically.
Yes. Okay. He's not going to win.
All right. So
he has the edge factor first against him.
Age?
Yes.
Okay.
Not that you won't see anywhere in the world where presidents are older than him.
Okay.
But in that place, they have institutions that could indeed check them A to Z, whatever they are doing. If they are wrong, they bring them out in the cold. Okay. But in Nigeria, no.
All right. Peter Obi can get presidential ticket if he returns to PDP. Abamoro, they're still dangling this carrot. Like Peter Obi, Tinkam, Siamo. Abamoro, Senate Minority Leader, made a statement on Tuesday while responding to questions on Channels TV, an interview he appeared for. But in politics, nothing is certain. I've always said it that in politics, 2 plus 2 is not 4. So these are matters of interest. And when it comes to existential interest from a community of persons within a geopolitical zone, it is possible. As a party, we're yet to speak to Peter Obi. Some people are already talking to him, and he stands a chance of getting the party's ticket if he returns. Why shouldn't Peter Obi consider this right now? The PDP, they say they are putting their house in order, that they've now realized the new narrative is, oh, indeed, we should have zoned the 2023 ticket to the south. It was an error on our part. It led to the monumental loss of our party. But now we're truly repented. The scales are falling off our eyes, and we can see. We're putting our house in order. Obi, come.
Will it be an anathema if Abba Moro picked the ticket of the PDP?
What's anathema?
I don't understand why Abba Moro
why are you laughing at me?
Will be urging Obi to come and pick their ticket.
What's wrong with that?
You see, let me tell you, Obi might pick the ticket. You see, it's not the picking of the ticket that counts.
What is?
Will you in the end win with that ticket?
So you're also saying that Peter Obi will not win?
See, I am not saying categorically on Obi's own.
Okay.
But a party.
Which party?
With which one is flying his ticket may determine one's success.
So you're saying Obi will not win if he goes to the PDP. So let's put it categorically. No. Like you did for Atiku.
So
you're saying
Atiku's zone is gone.
If he accepts the offer of the PDP,
yes,
he returns to the PDP.
Kelly.
The PDP, they stick to their guns and they hand him the presidential ticket of their party, right? You're saying that even with that, he may not win.
You see, Kelly, a man that has his foot eroded by a disease does not get annoyed. If he gets annoyed, he tries to control it because he can't stand up. And if you can't stand up, there's nothing you can achieve. So, Obi, if he's in PDP, a party that has been eroded by its internal contradictions, a party that his political fortunes have been eroded by his... Okay.
Contradictions like... Let's mention only one.
Let me give you one. As it stands now, who is their secretary? It is somebody they had maybe many months arguing about.
Well, they made a mistake. They were quick in realizing that mistake was going to...
Let me give another concrete one. In 2023...
the first one wasn't concrete. Okay, no problem. No, it's okay. Let's go on the second concrete one.
Since you have something to say on it, let me give you another one. Maybe you have another thing to say.
Yes.
You can continue backing them. I'm sure it's not your party.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
It's not the first time I've been accused of bias. It's not the first time I've been accused of bias, so that's all right.
I have not accused you.
No, but you're suggesting it. You are suggesting it, and it's fine.
Suggesting is different from outright accusation.
Okay. No, but I understand the suggestion, and I've responded quickly. What's the second concrete one?
Now, in 2023 election,
yes,
the PDP, because of its internal contradictions, fought itself hollow. Atiku lost. It was Atiku that represented that particular party. As for experience, PDP is top notch, but not now, because it had turned to be Fuji House of Commotion.
Okay, so now they're just a party of confusion.
Yes,
and not necessarily that they keep going back. They'll do this one, they go back. They'll do this one, they go back.
In politics, winning is what marks you. And they lost.
They won some states now. Even the by-election, they won one state now.
Remember, the PDP started when they said they would be there for 60 years and only got out of 16 years.
Okay. There's a final story. Let's see if we can touch this story. It's looking like we can't take calls, but don't worry, we'll read your messages when we come back for the paper review. Yeah? Court of Corruption. Obasanjo knocks INEC chairman, judiciary in new book. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo criticized the Nigeria judiciary, saying it has been deeply compromised and that corruption among judges has turned courts into a court of corruption rather than a court of justice. In his new book, Nigeria, Past and Future, Obasanjo laments steady decline of the Nigerian judiciary's integrity, warning that justice has become commodified in Nigeria. The reputation of the Nigerian judiciary has steadily gone down from the 4 eras up till today. This rapidity in the precipitous fall, particularly in the Fourth Republic, is lamentable. Let's stop there.
Well, you see, I always believe in the reality.
Meaning?
Chief Obasanjo may be right in all that his postulations,
but
as far as this is concerned. However, do I believe him completely? He also shared to commodify the judiciary in his era, so he has no blame less than that of others who have done so.
I don't like this thing.
No, you may not, but at least I like it. That's why I said that.
Apparently. Apparently. Isn't it obvious? All right, let's read some of your messages. I see some of your messages on Facebook. Let's see if we can read a few. Then we'll go on a quick commercial break. Come back. It'll be time for Funky 4. Dr. Mr. Libera from Warri. Atiku should stand as an elder statesman. He should support Peter Obi if he really means well for Nigeria. Power belongs to the people and they will determine who will lead them in 2027. That's the answer. That is the answer. Amen. Peter Obi can get presidential ticket. Permanent interest is everything. So he could decide to return to the PDP as looking at it as a sure way to the...
Will he win?
Okay. Joseph Oka, 27 says Atiku I'll run. Atiku is a serial loser and should forget it. It's not by force to rule Nigeria. Atiku is too desperate. In Kem Ray, INEC should be reformed, else we will never have any credible election come 2027. Judiciary should purge itself from the mess they have found themselves. Okay, apparently you're not reacting to any of the stories, at least not directly. Thank God ability at table. Peter Obi can get presidential ticket. That story, Abamoro. PDP is confused because apart from Obi and Jonathan, they have no credible and sellable presidential candidate to contest for presidency. Jonathan is not interested in contesting for presidency. What do they mean? Makinde is there now. Is Makinde no longer there? Anyway, I have to go. Time don't finish.
Is G5. I think that it was G5.
Yeah.
Good. Is G5 in PDP? Is there any official unit of PDP that is known as G5?
We have closed. Bye-bye.
It's all right.